Welcome to Grow Speke. I'm Justin, Community Development Officer down here. The most important thing about the composting is get yourself a good compost bin. It provides a dark atmosphere, it doesn't get too wet, you want it on level area like this, but free draining, so you want it on level ground so it's stable, and then you can start composting. If you've got it level ground on open ground, then the worms will just find the place. The red tiger worms, different from an earthworm, it's about that big, we'll show you one later. They should come. If you build your compost bin, the worms will come. Right, this is our Grow Speke compost bin. This actual compost bin was found on the site, so and this is where we need it, so this is where it went. So when you're in your garden, you put your compost bin where you want it, but ideally in an area that's flat like this, that has normal ground underneath it, not tarmac. But this works just as well. As you can see, if you get closer here, there's all these lovely red worms down here. These are the old tiger worms. You see these ones, collect them and stick them in your compost bin. These are what you want, and they will find your compost bin. So these are the things that do all the hard work, the worms. And you're creating a perfect atmosphere for these worms in your compost bin. What I love about compost bins is, when you open this up, there's a whole new ecosystem here. So there'll be, in there, there's micro moths flying around. There's all sorts in there. There's springtails, centipedes, millipedes. Oh, look at this. Compost heaven. You got your compost bin located. Now you need to start putting things into your compost bin. Okay, there is some simple do's and don'ts really. The things you can put in a compost bin are very varied indeed. You can put in, for instance, old leather, cotton wool, paper. You can put in your old dog chew. You can put in all these different things, tiny bits of wood. Okay, all your vegetable peelings from your kitchen. The best idea is to have a little bucket and stick them straight in. Okay, this includes tea bags, coffee grounds. So what you can stick in is paper, grass clippings, leaves, wood. If you've got a wood burner or you've had a bonfire that's only got clean wood in it, nothing with paint on, you can put that in. That's a great soil conditioner as well. That's going to help the worms. You can put in paper, but not baby wipes or things like that, because they have plastic in as well. Any paper's good. Cardboard's a really good thing to stick in your composter, but take off all the plastic, because that's not compostable. It will compost eventually, but thousands of years that'll outlive us. So any plastic, when you put it in the compost bin, take that off as well. And ideally, if you want it to compost quickly, shred it up a bit. And the compostable things you can put in, split into two groups really. Green waste, which supplies the nitrogen, and brown, which supplies the carbon. Right, I hope you enjoyed that introduction to composting. We're going to be giving away, lucky people, 10 of these new compost bins that have been given to us by Merseyside Recycling and Waste Authority as part of the Let's Speak About Food programme we are running at Grow Speke with South Liverpool homes. Keep your eye out on social media, because we'll be letting you know how you can get hold of one of these lovely recycling bins. If you want some worms, come on down. We've got plenty of red worms, as you've seen, tiger worms. We can donate you some of that, and a little bit of compost to get you going, to get your composting going and recycling going in your own home.